guys. I hope this video finds you guys well as can be during these fluctuating times that are taking place. It's so nice to be back on and doing videos. For the month of November, we are covering a topic that is near and dear to my heart. It's the topic of karmic relationships. I did do a video on karmic relationships, kind of explaining, the entire process of that. If you guys want to check that out, that is in the description box below. So for this month of November, we're going to be doing karmic love readings, which is for you guys out there who feel like you are in a karmic relationship. It may give you a little bit more guidance as to what the nature of the karma that's taking place in the relationship, how that's working out and everything. So once again, I really want to thank you guys for all of your support, for all of your views. It's very much appreciated. My channel is still very new and I'm aware of that, but all of the support, all of the views that I get and the likes and subscribes is just awesome. It really touches my heart and really reinforces why I started doing this and why I am doing this. So all right, so getting into your reading here. For your pre-shuffle, this was kind of the earth sign pre-shuffle. So if you guys go to look at the Capricorn and the Virgo video, you're going to see that this message kind of applied to all three of the earth signs. It may have applied in different ways, but for the most part, I think for Capricorn and Virgo, it's still in the same way. But for the song that came up, it was Shining by Beyonce and DJ Khaled. And a few lines in the song stuck out to me where, one was the main chorus where she's like, shining, 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 yeah. And then all of this winning, I keep losing my mind. And even how she says shining through all 4 seasons and don't try to slow me down. So from that, I get a few things. My one biggest thing is, dealing with big Leo energy, somebody with a lot of Leo in their chart, or you guys are in a situation where you're facing some opposition. Even in your relationship may be filled with opposition, and you guys really have to tap into your sun sign to really work through the oppositional energy that's taking place in this relationship. So you really got to tap into the energy of Taurus, or if Taurus is not your sun sign, whatever sun sign energy you do have, you really need to tap into that and really do what works for that sign. Find some effective meditative techniques for earth signs in general. The biggest thing I will say is grounding and meditation, meditative grounding, which really is where you kind of sit and you're still. Go sit out in nature. One of the biggest things, go hug a tree. Go out in nature barefoot and just let your feet feel the soil beneath you, feel the grass beneath you. Or if you're in a winter state like I am, go buy you some plants and bring them home and put them close to you, put them in your room. Kind of surround yourself with plants so that the power of plants can really help you, Taurus. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and step into your reading here. I do have my notes with me because this is a custom spread and I just kind of need to be able to reference back and forth between the spread here. All right, so we're gonna start off with the Romance Angels cards here. This is the deck by Doreen Virtue. If you guys are interested in purchasing this deck, the link to that is in the description box below. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to pull one card for Taurus as well as for Taurus's karmic. So I need one card for Taurus. Alright. And then one card for Taurus's karmic. One card for Taurus karmic. Alright. So, yeah, what I am getting across is you guys are dealing with somebody who got some Leo energy in their chart. For you guys, the card of children came up. Your love life is being affected by children. So for any of you guys out there, either you or your karmic may have kids, or you guys have children together, and that those children really probably at this point is what's keeping you guys together. And you know, it's something that's unfortunate that we see amongst a lot of people today. Today they stay together for the sake of their children, or you know, one party becomes attached to the other party's children, and so on and so forth. So either you could be getting manipulated through their children, or you could be manipulating them. You could be getting manipulated through their children, or you could be manipulating them through your children. So it's, you know, or you guys could be expecting a child. If that's the case, or if you know that, you know, you're making some risky decisions, I would definitely plot to change course, okay? All right, so now for your partner here, they got playfulness in reverse. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So what I'm getting is either, you know, your partner is way too serious for their own good, like they can't take a joke, like any little thing sets them off, makes them feel some type of way, and it's just really frustrating and annoying for you, Taurus. Or your partner plays too many fucking games. Their version of playfulness is actually very harmful and damaging to you, is pretty triggering for you. So it's like what they consider a joke is not cool to you. So either this is like the joking is not cool for you, or the joking is not cool for them. And the only difference between the two is that one is toxic based to put the other down, and the other one really is just playful banter that's harmless in nature. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot portion of the reading here. Now, this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I also have the link to this deck in the description box, and if you guys are interested in purchasing it, I do highly recommend this deck. It's a beautiful deck, very well done. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. I'm gonna pull 7 cards, and then we're gonna go through this card by card. Okay. So I need 7 cards for Taurus. 7 cards for Taurus. Okay. All right. Okay, so the first question here that we have is, what is the nature of this karmic relationship? As we know, karma tends to take on many different natures and manifest in many different ways. That's in the most appropriate way to teach us the lesson that we are meant to learn. Okay? All right, so this one is the devil. So with that being said, what I can see is that this is the nature, the nature of this karma is the karma that really points out to the fact of 2 people who are tied together by their carnal desires. These are very base desires, very low vibrational desires, and I'm sorry if you guys hear my pup in the background. Well, she's my sister's pup, but she's a French bulldog. She's beautiful, and she likes to hang out in my room. So that's what you're hearing in the background there. But going back to this. So with the devil coming out, this is big Capricorn energy. You guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you guys really could be, you know, this could have been a relationship that was manifested at a low vibrational energy. So therefore the karma in this relationship is that of a low vibrational nature. And with the devil, he sees that, you know, seemingly You're chained to your low vibrational behaviors, seemingly. But look at how big the loop of those chains is around their neck. They can easily take the chain off and walk away. So, you know, it's like that which seemingly binds you guys, that bind is actually really not even a bind. You know, this is a karma that kind of plays on illusions for you guys. This is a karma of illusions, and the karma that really talks about breaking through the disillusionment. Okay? If that makes sense. So our next question is what is the expected impact of the karma on this relationship? So how is the karma going to impact this relationship? Okay. So I'm seeing big changes here with the death coming in. This is Scorpio energy. So this could probably actually happen during this Scorpio season. You guys might see a huge change, a death to one way of life where another form of life is coming in. Okay? So, and with the children card here, that kind of concerns me, given the fact that it's like if there are kids involved, this could mean an unexpected pregnancy. And why I'm getting that is because of the fact usually in pregnancy, in marriage, in anything that requires a large level of commitment, you can never go back to the way life was before you made that commitment. So, you know, it's like that's kind of what I'm seeing as far as the what's to be expected from this karma. You know, you guys are in something that seemingly has heavy energy when really it is the residual energy of something else that was low vibrational that you were dealing with at one point in time. It is seemingly karmic, but really it's not, because it's the devil in reverse already. The roost is already up, and you already know you could take the chain off your head and walk away. At this point, you're simply procrastinating and choosing not to quite yet, which can end up in you being really actually bounded to something completely unexpected. So, you know, you guys be careful with this, because you really are playing around with some very serious energies. Capricorn and Scorpio energy are the two energies that do not play. They're not here to play with you at all. They really will. Scorpio will not hesitate to sting you, and Scorpio usually will use the stinger in order to re-guide you in the right direction. It's usually to let you know you're fucking up, or to let you know you're about to fuck up. So you don't, you know, and Capricorn really is that energy that speaks to responsibility. You must be responsible and accountable for that which you are choosing to engage in, Taurus. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get to the next question, which is how can the karma in this relationship be transmuted? So you guys got the Magician in the reverse. Now, the Magician in the upright usually is that big Aries energy. Now, notice how so far you guys have gotten all major arcana. So what I'm expecting with this particular karmic Taurus is major changes. There's going to be major changes, and I feel like with anything that involves children, period, it's always major. I don't care how minor it looks to anybody else, it's major, you know. And so far from what I have seen is, you know, the sky going from the black drop in with the devil to kind of the grayer sky with death, because in the background the sun is coming up, which means that you guys really need to put your sun sign at the forefront and really work with the energy of your sun sign. You know, really how to transmute this karma. Why the Magician comes in is because you guys are not focusing your magical energy on the right subject. Focus not on the death, but on the sun that is in the background. And that's why, you know, Magician's in reverse. You know, you guys got to change course on what you're really focused on. And even like in this, How in the Magician, her mind and her thoughts and her will to manifest is infinite. Um, you may be feeling limited by your partner and their bullshit, but you're not. You're not limited. You're limitless. It's infinite. The possibilities, what you actually can do, you have all four elements working in alignment with you. And like I said earlier, with working with your sun sign, Taurus, go spend some time out in nature. Surround yourself with nature. And if you can't go into nature, bring nature to you. Put nature in the house. Put flowers around you. Put plants around you. Because as you can see in this, she's surrounded by plants. She's surrounded by rocks. Get some crystals and put crystals around you. One of the things that I've observed with a lot of Taurians, and believe me, I got a lot of them around me, is that they enjoy crystals, particularly amethyst. Amethyst is a purple geode. It's very beautiful. Go get you a piece of amethyst. Get you some crystals. Look up where you can buy it from. Order it off Amazon and put that in your hand. Allow that mineral, allow the crystal to work with you and to work for you, not against you. Okay. All right. And this is major. Like it's an absolute must that you need to do, Taurus. And that is how you're going to transmute the energy of the karma in this relationship. Okay. Now, the next question is how you can heal the karma. So from what I'm seeing is, even you have to understand that the karma of this relationship is seemingly minor. It's a lot of conflict, yes, and it's more really like boiling down to your partner's inability to be able to actually play around, or the fact that they play too fucking much. It's boiling down to that. It's like shit that can be light is turning into major shit for no reason. And you really have to put yourself in a place where you realize that while, yes, it appears that they're all fighting each other, and even like, because I'm noticing the Japanese schoolgirl uniforms, so what I take it as is that they're doing, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like the art of samurai sword fighting, but instead of the actual swords, it's the practice swords. And they're not actually striking each other. If you look really closely, they haven't really struck one another. So I really do feel like in order to heal from this, both parties to an extent really need to take their ego out of it. They need to take that overhyped up version of being attacked out of their head, because they're not really being attacked. It's not a real attack. It looks like an attack. It looks like a conflict, but it really isn't. That's the same as the devil. It looks like you guys are bounded by heavy ass energy and karma, but you really aren't. So, really, I feel like this, for a lot of you guys, this is either the relationship leading up to the karmic, or this is the relationship following the karmic. Or for a lot of you guys, you could have done some major heavy energy clearing throughout your lifetimes. And yes, this could definitely be your karmic, but it's pretty light in comparison to most of the heavy ass karmas that are walking around out here, because they haven't been able to work through their shit. So they've attracted their truckload of shit right back at them. So really, it's like what is so seemingly bad is actually quite minor, and a change of perspective really, really would be hugely helpful in your case, Taurus. Okay? Just remember, put on a fucking condom, okay? I'm just saying, for a couple of y'all out there that need to hear that. Alright, so getting into the last three cards, this is more of a bonus that I will be doing later on in extended readings once I start doing those. But this portion here is messages from the planets. We have messages from Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. Venus is the divine feminine acting in this case. Jupiter is the divine masculine in this case, and Saturn is the bringer of karma. So we're going to get into, it's going to be really quick. We're not going to spend too much time on these messages here. Okay. All right, so Venus is showing up with the star in reverse. For some of you guys, you know, the feminine energy may be that of Aquarius energy. And you guys need to make yourselves the star of this show. Like, you've really been putting yourself on the back burner, and it's time that you pour back into yourself. And once again, you know, like the Temperance card, you really need to achieve balance. Get yourselves out in nature. She is in nature, and she's pouring not only into the well of herself, into her emotional well-being, she is also pouring into her physical well-being. So what I'm seeing is that you guys may really need to take care of yourselves physically as well as spiritually and mentally. This is definitely like a change in a complete overhaul in the way that you are doing things, because you may put yourself in a situation where that care becomes absolute. You don't want to be in a place where you must absolutely care for yourself because now you got a situation that's forcing you to. You want to care for yourself because you care for yourself, period. And that's what Venus is saying. So with Jupiter, we're seeing with the divine masculine here is that he, with the divine masculine, and even there goes the lion head again. There's that Leo energy once again. So with the divine masculine, for him, he wants to initiate the well-being and the health of this relationship. Literally, he knows that this is what he wants, but he also knows that he has hangups, which is why he's tentatively walking towards this. And he knows that he needs to get out of his emotions. But you know, if you are the divine masculine watching this, you know, get the fuck out your emotions and stop taking everything so seriously. And it's like, I don't mean to say it the way I do, but that's just how it comes out. Like, look, get out your emotions, stop taking it so seriously, and if it is things that offend you and make you feel like you need to think on a deeper level about why, go off and think on a deeper level first about why it is that you're offended before you go off on your counterpart, okay? All right, so the message from Jupiter here is the surrendering process, the hanged one. So Jupiter is really, Saturn, sorry you guys, the message from Saturn. So Saturn really is like bringing in the karma of forced enlightenment. Like, this is now forcing you guys to really pay attention. It's forcing you to open up your mind to everything. You're really being forced to open up your mind to how it is that you're doing things, to how it is that you're approaching things, because clearly, you know, it's like the way that things have been gone about has not been right. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the karmic energy of the devil coming up, even though it's in the reverse, which is the lesser octave of it, is still an octave of carnal desires. No, now you have to elevate up out of your carnal desires, and that is exactly what Saturn is forcing you guys to do, okay? So that was your reading, Taurus. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, let me know. Actually click on the link to my Squarespace page below, select whichever reading you want to book with me, and we can go from there, you guys. Also, follow me at the Herb Lady on Instagram. All of your support is highly, highly appreciated, okay? All right, I will talk to you guys later. Ashe.